Go ahead. Shoot away. What'd you want?
Quarterback for
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be Gardner. Jalen did everything he possibly could to get his body ready to go, and it just at the end of the day, he's not gonna be able to do it. And he tried like crazy, and I know he still wants to go. That's just the toughness that Jalen Hurts is the toughest player I've ever been around. My brother and I talked last night. I talked to my brothers at the end of the week all the time, and he's in recruiting now, and so I think he's out here in Eastern Pennsylvania. He's not out here, but he needs to get some good Eastern Pennsylvania players over there in Western Pennsylvania. But he's like, man, how did he play through that? Like he did that to his shoulder. Yep, that's what he did. Well, how did he throw any passes after that? I go, because he is the toughest son of a gun that I've ever been around. And for him to go out there and do what he did after he had that sprained shoulder was really, truly remarkable, that he was able to go and play, not just play, but play really well. And so he's so tough. But we just felt like it's the best thing that he doesn't play this week. It was just with his body's just not there yet. Gardner will be our guy, and Gardner will be ready. Gardner worked his butt off for this opportunity against a really good football team, and had a great practice yesterday. I think you guys have all heard that, how good a practice he had yesterday. A lot of energy out there, and he's ready to go.
What's your confidence level that if you need Jalen next week against the Saints, you'll have him?
Yeah, I'm not going to go there yet. We'll take it one day at a time, one game at a time, obviously. And so, again, like I said, he's worked his butt off to try to get himself back. We'll see day by day of where he is.
Nick, can you take us through the logistics of Tuesday?
See, I gave you guys I normally wouldn't even give that to you there, and now you're asking me about next week. Like I gave you a little, and you're trying to push and knock through the door. I'm not ready there yet.
Can you take us through the logistics on Tuesday? So Gardner obviously was in Mississippi for Coach Leach's services, but from your guys' perspective, Steichen said that he talked to him a couple times. What else? Were you sending him clips? How was
sure.
Kind of
yeah. I mean, with Zoom and the way you can video things and all these different things, installs were videotaped. Zoom was available to him when he was available. Obviously, we can FaceTime him and talk through with clips and everything. So there was a ton of communication back and forth, while still giving Gardner time to be able to do what he needed to do to honor his coach that obviously he was very close with. Because we wanted to respect that obviously as well, and he needed to be there. And so, there's a lot of communication went back and forth. We felt like we didn't miss a beat right there. It was a walkthrough. Obviously, he missed the walkthrough plays, but he's so on it right now, and we feel really good at where he is and mentally, and that's just never an issue with Gardner. He's got to always go through that process of might not get a lot of reps, but ready to go because that's his job as a backup quarterback.
He's obviously an emotional guy to begin with. What have your conversations been about just when he's going through this?
Obviously I'll keep all our conversations private, but I just wanted to obviously be there for him, and if he needed to talk about anything, and I thought about the coaches I'm close with, and when we kind of talked, I'll say a little part of it. When we kind of talked, we talked about every time my teammates and I get together or we text back and forth, there's always a story about one of our favorite coaches, Larry Karras. Now Larry Karras is alive, and I'm not saying that like in that sense, but we do always talk about him. And when it is, I don't even want to go there with Coach Karras, but he'll live on forever because of the stories that we have for him, and kind of we talked about, and Gardner shared a couple stories of Coach Leach and just what made him special and all the things and what made him special to him, which was cool. And that man will live on forever too because of how many lives he touched. So that was kind of our talks about that, without getting too much into it. But and I know he means a great deal to a lot of people in this world, Coach Leach, and Gardner's one of them.
I know you got bigger goals, but you got an opportunity to tell the team, the 8 Pro Bowlers. I think you had 9 alternates. How exciting was that for you? have that kind of individual success for so many guys.
Yeah, you know, anytime guys get recognized, I think that's awesome because it's just a great feeling as a coach. It's a great feeling as a team that you're able to tell the guys that they were recognized by their peers, by the fans, for the job that they've done. And I think, you know, I feel like that when like the guys make Pro Bowl or make All Pro or Player of the Week or Player of the Month or whatever. I mean, it's so much. We give for Play of the Game every week. If I mean, I don't know if they come in this way. They don't come in that way. There's pictures on the wall back here for Play of the Game for each week, and then we take them down and put them back up. And one thing that's so cool for me is that we give them a Player of the Week photo of themselves that they get to take home and put wherever they want to put them. And like I know every time like my assistant will be like, "Do you want me to pass them out?" Like, "No, I got it." Like I want to give it to them. Like so I'm able to, you know, hey, awesome, look at this picture right here. It's always cool to like just when they score when they score a touchdown or get a sack or have an interception, it's cool to be there to celebrate with them. It's the same thing in this scenario as well. I always thought like one of the coolest things as a coach too is like I just have good memories of guys like when they get a good contract, when they get a new contract or whatever it is, how exciting that is as a coach for them as well. So it's anytime you're going through, you know, you have to go through so many ups and downs in the season that like when you have an opportunity like that to celebrate something cool with them, that's cool.
We'll do one more and then flip it.
How did Jalen take the news when you told him he couldn't go Saturday?
You know, obviously he's disappointed. He's disappointed because he wants to play. He's again, like I said, the toughest guy I know, and you know, we have to do what's best as the organization to, you know, put him in a safe spot because he'd play through anything, right? And he showed that in that fourth quarter against Chicago that he did play through it. He played through everything, and so obviously disappointed. Wants to be out there with his teammates. But you know those are hard conversations you have to have sometimes.